Welcome back to Making and Faking It, brought to you by Action Fan. Today's video is going to be a short video on fixing a couple of SLRs. We're going to put new barrels on them that I bought from eBay and were 3D printed by somebody. I now got my own 3D printer, so I'm hoping to get that file. Right, the video you're about to see is just going to be clips of me fixing the SLR. Originally it was meant to be a video all about it, but the clips got lost, so they're a bit mumble jumble, but I'll show you quickly how I do it anyway. Like I always say, this isn't a how-to video, this is a how not to video. So you do it your own way, but I'll show you how I do it. Right, let's jump straight into the video. Drill bit. Here's the barrel. This is one of the earlier ones, the straight barrel, not with a cone. If you see this one, you can see there's a little cone at the bottom. These are from the later SLRs, and probably better, there's more structure there in the SLR. They tried to make it a bit thicker so they didn't snap off so easily. Now you can see them together. I can't remember the guy's name, but I'll look it up. And he 3D prints these, and they're fantastic. I've fixed quite a few guns. The hardest part is getting the hole you drill spot on in the middle. Now obviously this is the lug that goes in, so I've got to drill that depth.
So let's put the drill in.
And I'm going to get a pen and I'm going to mark the depth we need to go to. So could measure this with a tape measure. I'm just going to lay it next to it. And I'm going to go. Now I quite often think about using a battery powered one. I can't be bothered to go and get it. I'm just going to use this one. There we go. Started it off with a smaller drill bit. Try and keep this as straight as possible. Obviously I'm over to one side a fraction, so I'm going to go try and straighten myself up. There we go. So I've started that. I think you can just see that. Hope the light's not too bad. It's in the evening. Now I've drilled it, and I've drilled it a touch longer so I can get a bit of glue in there. And also I've drilled it slightly wider. And the reason why I did that is because when I drilled the hole, I can't always guarantee I'm getting it perfectly straight. So by drilling the hole slightly wider, when I'm gluing it, I can actually move it either that way or that way, half a mil or so, just to straighten it up. Because I'm trying to put pressure down with this, and I can't trust I'm not pushing it either way. So there you can see that's slightly crooked, but all I have to do is pull it over and make it straight. These are 3D printed by a guy on eBay. They're fantastic. This is the one with the conical end, which is the second edition, the conical end. And this is the original ones. Let's see if I've got them. So I've only got the conical ones to hand. You can see you've got little conical ones. The original ones just had a straight barrel, but obviously there was less plastic, so it was easier to snap off, where this one was slightly fatter, like these new ones. Now here's one I repaired. Didn't drill the hole deep enough, so you can just see it protrudes slightly. But that's a repaired rifle, and you probably wouldn't know if I'd have put that in totally. You can just see there's a little gap there. That would have been fine. So let's go ahead and glue this in and see how we get on. But if you're good at drilling straight holes, it's best to drill the exact size, and then when you put the barrel in, it would be perfectly straight anyway. I don't think that's a million miles off, but let's get it done. Make sure there's nothing in it. Right, I use super glue. Super glue, well, this one is Loctite super glue power gel. I prefer this one. Let's go ahead and put a small amount in here. Oh, maybe not, maybe put loads. Obviously that was way too much. Tissue. Spread it on there. Right, quickly. Obviously you've got to line up this spriget at the bottom here. This is for the bayonet. Just lining it up now. That's gone off. I haven't got it perfectly straight, unfortunately. There it is. I think you can see we now have a complete gun. Now a lot of these look bent anyway because over time they get bent. Right, now we've got to colour it. Don't do what I do and use too much glue there. But there we go. Hopefully you're better at me doing it. I'm still quite happy with that. Slightly upwards, maybe. Right, let's go ahead and get it coloured. I just use these paint pens from eBay. I can put the link in there. It's coloured up nice. Incidentally, when they're snapped off, I just took a little knife and a bit of sandpaper and made sure this was perfectly flat, because you always get a small little nobule on the top. But just make sure that's flat before you start drilling, otherwise you drill. Right, there you go. So there it is, I've repaired it. It's still wet, the paint. I've repaired that barrel. Probably not perfectly straight, but it is definitely repaired now. So there it is. Right, so I do have a new strap for this, a whiter strap. This one, you can see I've made the loops out of paper clips. I didn't have any loops and I didn't have any pliers at the time, so I did it with my fingers, so I would make them more rounder when I've got some small pliers. But for now that's done. I am thinking about touching up all the black so that it matches in a bit, but we'll see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next exciting episode.